Hawks fans, we are 18 days away from the 2025 draft, and things are heating up. The Atlanta Hawks are actually linked to yet another surprise player, and I am going to get all the projection. I'm going to run down the projection as far as who is supposed to be coming to the Atlanta Hawks. From what I'm seeing, it's supposed to be a high energy forward. And I'm just showing you guys all of the different players that have been linked to the Atlanta Hawks and what we are possibly bringing in. I'm not sure what's going to happen in the next coming weeks or days or whatnot, but things are going to ramp up. As a matter of fact, I know that the Atlanta Hawks have a lot of stuff that they have to take care of, especially going into this year's draft. But man, oh man, I'm going to give you guys the entire rundown. But before we go any further, let's go ahead and welcome the show. What's going on, everybody? My name is Walter Pollard. This is Atlanta Hawks Digest. Myself, Chris Tipmore, man, we thank all of you guys for, you know what I'm saying, just spending time with us, just being with us. You know what I mean? Definitely wanted to show you guys the the different people that have been subscribing to us, watching us, things of that such. Of course, the 65% of you that are not subscribed to this channel, that is perfectly fine. We know that you're watching. We know that you're seeing, and we also see that you are commenting in the comment section, though we do see some that are starting to, become more familiar with us. We definitely would love for you guys to continue to join in on the conversation because it is heating up. Now, of course, like I said earlier, things are starting to heat up heading into the draft. As a matter of fact, there has been some news. I think the Atlanta Hawks are finalizing who they decide to be the president of basketball operations. So I do believe that that's going to be coming down the pipe really soon. I do feel as though, of course, Chris Tipmore will give you guys all the information on that. But that is starting to happen. You know what I mean? And that, of course, goes into, like I said, 2 weeks into the draft. And things are starting to heat up. And from what I'm shown, we have a lot of different projections. And myself and Chris Tipmore, we've talked about all of them, okay? And I can just show you really quickly. We've gone all the way from my man Derek Quin to what is it? Clifford. Yeah, I think it's Clifford. I forgot his name, but anywho, Neek Clifford. He's definitely been linked to the Atlanta Hawks, as well as Hassan Yang and even Maximus Reynard. So we have a lot of different guys that are projected to come to the Atlanta Hawks, and like I said, there are multiple things that the Atlanta Hawks just in general have to take care of. They have to address two positions inside of the front office. They have to make sure that the president of basketball operations is solidified, as well as the general manager is locked down. Now, of course, from what we know, Ansai Salah is still currently the general manager for the Atlanta Hawks. So from what I know, he could possibly be, pulling the strings, if you will, or making things happen currently. And again, these are all just projections, but these, again, I'm bringing out these projections, but things could possibly happen. And with guys coming into position at the president of basketball operations or at the general manager position, it could definitely give us direction as far as who we could possibly be going after. And so it brings me to this. The Atlanta Hawks, they have been linked to drafting a high energy, versatile, high energy forward that goes by the name of, Colin Murray-Boyles. Colin Murray-Boyles, kid out of South Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina at that. Listen, I got a thing for, South Carolina Gamecocks. I got a thing for South Carolina in general. I went to school in Columbia, South Carolina, so this is a really big deal. But this kid, he's pretty high energy.
That's why he is making that big step forward. Murray-Boyles spins by him. How about him?
Went in and out. He can do some things off.
Fits the plate. Oh, my goodness.
Murray-Boyles will step out. Now he's going to drive it and somehow found enough.
The lob. Great pass. Ugasu. Drops over. Murray-Boyles inside, and guess what happens? Maybe the best best team in America resume-wise. 12 for Murray-Boyles around the screen. Make it 14.
That's an impressive number, but the film, very impressive, as it is for Murray-Boyles. And a chance for his...
Risacher's got it. Out to Murray-Boyles in transition. And the NCAA tournament selection show, Colin Murray-Boyles for three. Rattled it.
Well, you know where you want to go when the guys pick up. They got Larkin in there right now.
Arden Conyers finds Murray-Boyles. Murray-Boyles bulldozes in.
Slipped and fell.
Shooting from the field. So again, that is impressive just in general because it shows that he does know how to make a basket or he does know how to put the ball in the hole. And I agree that if he were to develop a shot somewhere down the line, I do think that that could bode well for the Atlanta Hawks. I do think it would definitely bode well for this guy's game at the professional level. And I think everybody could be actually well off in this situation. And let me go to some of the clips really quickly. But yeah, so again, 6'7", 6'8", big man, 16 points per game, 8 rebounds per game. So again, he's very efficient under the basket. Though he may lack some stature and size or as far as height is concerned, he looks to be a very strong big. He feels as though, I want to say a power forward maybe. Power forward, probably a 3 or a 4 type position. So he's very strong under the paint. He's able to get to the paint and make points. Again, that shows on his 58% shooting. Unfortunately, I do think he's like 28% from three-point land, and I think he only shoots from the three-point area about once or twice a game. So be that he doesn't shoot much from the three-point line, but he's not very efficient there. That can be somewhat of a problem. But again, I think he can develop a three-point shot once he gets into the NBA, and if the Atlanta Hawks are invested in helping him do so. And I ain't gonna lie, seeing how Zaccharie Risacher got his game better as far as from the three or creating a shot or just shooting the three-point ball in general, if I see what I saw out of him, if I could see the same with this young gentleman, things would go well with this guy. Again, 1.3 blocks per game. Again, this guy, he's 76% free throw shooting. So again, this guy, he's definitely somebody that is on the Atlanta Hawks radar. Like I said, some strengths that he does have. He's very good in the paint. He's definitely a good finisher. He's very efficient from inside of the arc. He can definitely make shots when he has the ball down in the post. He definitely knows how to finish, as well as he can definitely move in transition. So this could possibly be a good choice with the Hawks. Now, again, a lot of negatives I ain't gonna say a lot of negatives, but just general negatives with the young man's game. Of course, he is not capable of shooting from the three-point line efficiently. Again, adding that to his game would definitely help in a major way. And again, the Atlanta Hawks would be in such a good position. Now, my whole thing with all of this, and I've brought all of that all to your attention for this very reason. What do we need? Because I showed you all of the different players in the beginning. I showed you all of the different players that the Atlanta Hawks are projected at picking for number 13. We also still have the number 22 pick in the first round of the draft as well. So we have 2 cracks at it. But what do the Hawks really need? I do feel as though a rim protector, someone that can assure rebounds, can assure blocks or protection at the rim. We can limit second chance points. We can limit the team or the opposition's opportunity at rebounds and a second chance point. We need someone to be somewhat of our staple inside of the paint. I do like high energy wings. I do like guys that might not be as tall, but they're very efficient and can make the shots. I do like that. Let me not get it twisted. But I do feel as though that there should be somebody that can hold down the paint. I'm not saying Onyeka Okongwu cannot do that, but I feel as though we need some more height to add to that. We need some more height to add to our front court in order to make sure that we can get to the next level. Again, this young man can possibly be somebody that can help the Atlanta Hawks get back to the I ain't gonna say Eastern Conference Finals, but listen, we could be headed in that direction mainly because he is a high energy player, somebody that can keep the pace of the game going. But let's not forget, if a team may want to slow things down, play half-court basketball, we need a center that can hold us down in the paint as well. Create stops, get rebounds, stop the other team from getting second chance points, whatever. That's how I feel is what we need. You guys let me know in the comment and you tell me what do you feel as though the Atlanta Hawks may need going into next season, because with the guys that we have coming back, Dyson Daniels, Zaccharie Risacher, Jalen Johnson, Trae Young, I feel as though there is a strong chance that this team can definitely make some noise in the Eastern Conference. But we need to make sure that this pick at 13 is the right one. You guys let me know in the comments. Like I said, my name is Walter Pollard. This is Atlanta Hawks Digest, and I'm out. Peace.